white to play and win. This is a game between two legends of the chess scene in the early decades of the 20th century. Aaron Nimzowitsch playing white, Nimzowitsch-Tartakower playing black. And it was played in a legendary tournament, Carlsbad 1911. At that time, Carlsbad, probably the best tournament in the world. And this was a fascinating game. You can see that the rook is attacked by the bishop. The knight attacks the queen. What does white do about that? Well, Nimzowitsch found a very creative solution. He played knight c4, giving up his queen. Knight takes rook. Now, lots of arrows on the board. You can see the knight in the middle is attacked. And if it steps back, then this rook comes down here and wins the queen, because there's going to be a check there. So Tartakower brought the bishop back, attacking the rook. Nimzowitsch took the knight. Bishop takes rook. Rook takes. So here we have a situation where Nimzowitsch has rook and knight against the queen. These minor pieces are beautifully placed. There's even a checkmate threatened. Now, Tartakower stepped out of trouble there with bishop c1, giving the king an escape square here. But there's no doubt that here Nimzowitsch with white has excellent compensation for the queen. The rook controls the only open file, and those minor pieces are beautifully placed. Actually, Nimzowitsch ended up losing this position. So that's not the solution. Although I find it a very attractive positional queen sack. Let's go back to the starting position. So if you played knight c4, well, you're doing as well as Nimzowitsch. That's not bad. But in fact, there is a continuation which is simply winning for white. Queen a8. Now that is a beautiful move. I love the geometry of this. Cutting down the board and cutting back. So queen takes rook is threatened. So if bishop takes rook here, queen takes, and well, because of the skewer on the e-file, white is just winning. So after queen a8, that queen has to be accepted. So rook takes, and now rook takes knight check, forking king and queen. So queen takes rook, rook takes check, king steps back. If the king goes back here, then just bishop takes rook. So the king goes back to f8, and now the rook is hit. Rook takes pawn, hitting the bishop. And if bishop takes knight, then rook takes check, rook check, and then rook takes rook. An extra exchange. This pawn is dropping. It's a very easy win for white. Okay, let's go back here. So after rook takes, you could play king g8. Rook takes bishop. So now white is a piece up. That knight is an extra piece. The bishop hits the rook, so the rook has to move. Now, only problem is the rook is somewhat sidelined, but in fact after this, there's no way that you can win the rook. And actually, white escapes with the extra piece, and that's winning. So it's a little bit involved at the end, but if you found the move queen a8, that is the key move in this position. That is the winning move, queen a8. If you want to see the solution and the full game, yeah, it's a very interesting game actually, then do check out the link to chesspuzzle.net. You'll find that in the comments. And indeed, for daily puzzles, then do check out chesspuzzle.net.